Bonjour and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Claude and today I'm going to be doing your weekly pick a deck tarot reading for the week of the 20th of March till the 3rd of April, give or take a couple of days. So as per usual, you will find the timestamps for each of the reading in the description box below. This is going to be deck 1, deck 2 and deck 3. I'm going to ask you to softly gaze at the back of the cards, and whenever you're ready, close your eyes, and the first deck that pops into your mind's eye, located between your eyebrows, is the deck that you are drawn to for next week. If you see more than one, then obviously check more than one readings. I'm going to be quiet and give you a few seconds. If it's not long enough, just pause the recording. Okay. Hello to my Aquarians who chose deck number 1. You've chosen the Wizard's Tarot deck. Now please do remember that those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. Take what applies to your situation and just drop the rest. Now what do we have for my Aquarians who chose the Wizard's Tarot deck for the week? We begin your tarot reading with my deck upside down. You have the Page of Cups. Crossing it, you have the Queen of Swords. Below it, you have the Four of Wands. Above it, the Nine of Swords. Behind it, the Nine of Wands. Ahead of you, Ace of Pentacles, beautiful energy. The Advice, Eight of Pentacles. Environment, Ten of Swords. Hopes and Fears, the Chariot. Final outcome, the Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy working in the background that you may not be aware of, is the Magician. Now that is a beautiful energy. So let's start with this. Now this is a major arcana, which means it's going to have more of an impact on your life, because the minor arcana, they deal with the day-to-day events, situations, and things like that. The Magician indicates that you have everything you need to manifest whatever you want. This is really, it's an empowering card because it is calling upon all of your resources and your skills and believing in your manifesting skills as well. And it's like, a wind of change coming in because you've made the conscious choice that you're going to manifest something. But this is what you've got, energy wise around you. And in the near past, let's start with this, you've got the Nine of Wands. Now the 9 is the number of achievement in any suit, but the Wands represents what your heart and soul truly desire. This is passion, urges, what really ignites you, it's fire energy. And the Nine of Wands talks about having given everything to a situation or a project or a relationship. And obviously when you do things like that passionately, you get exhausted, you collect some bruises and cuts on the way. It is not an easy path, and it is like a last challenge. It is one wand away from completing this cycle, and you're feeling the exhaustion, but you're nearly there and you're not dropping. And that was at the in the near past. In the present situation, we have the Page of Cups. Now the pages represent news coming your way. They also represent a new direction, like a mini new beginning kind of thing, and also a certain level of inexperience because they are the opening card for the courts. They're training to become knights. Cups is to do with the emotional realm, so what makes you happy, your feelings, your emotions, your relationships, also your intuition and your creativity, because we're dealing with water. Now the Page of Cups can represent the first step in romance, in a love relationship or any kind of relationship. It can also represent figuring out your own feelings about a situation or about someone. It could also be some kind of love message, you know, that kind of thing. But I'm really getting the vibe of trying to figure out your own feelings, because this is crossed with the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queens represent patience and understanding. They are receptive energy, as opposed to the Kings, who will take action. Swords is the mental realm. This is thoughts, knowledge, truths, and communication. The Queen of Swords, well, she's walked away through the suit, but she's not the master yet, but she's really not far away. And she's very sharp intellectually, she's very fair, and she has this sword to protect herself. And so, you know, she's inviting you or someone to come towards you, but if she finds out that, you know, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you wish her harm, she will cut you out. Basically, she's this person who's going to cut what no longer serves her. And this decision will be made on facts. It will not be an emotional decision. This is someone who's collected and rules with their head. Now, there are no genders when it comes to these general readings, right? So it's someone who embodies the characteristic of the cards. I'm getting the message that this is you. You're trying to work out your feelings regarding something or someone, and you're trying to look at this using your brain, your mind. And obviously these are conflicted energies. It's not helping you move forward. And I believe this is because, well, you know, you've been through it, really. In your subconscious sector, you have the Four of Wands. Now, the Four is the number of strong foundation and stability. Wands, as I explained, is to do with passions and desires. And the Four of Wands talks about a landmark, something to celebrate, having experienced growth, having moved towards what you desire, and having achieved a certain level of success in it. It really is a celebration card. And this is in your subconscious. And to me, the subconscious is our higher self trying to communicate with us. And I really believe that you are giving yourself a very hard time at the moment. And your higher self is saying, hey, you know what, you've achieved a lot already. So take heed and really reflect on what you've achieved and acknowledge it, because it is something to be celebrated. It was not easy, as indicated by the Nine of Wands. And it is a stark contrast, because in your conscious mind you've got the Nine of Swords. Now the Nine, as I explained, is achievement, and you've got the Nine of Wands in the near past. The Nine of Swords, to me, is the card of courage, because it's facing your fears, your worst thoughts. It's anxiety, it's worries, it's what keeps you awake at night, what you can't get out of your head. And it's facing those thoughts with courage and seeing them for what they are. They are thoughts. Thoughts only have power if you allow them to. In other words, if you focus your energy on negative thoughts, this is what you will manifest. So I would be very aware of what you're thinking about, because as I explained to you, in the energies working around you, you've got the Magician. So the cards are telling you that you can manifest what you want, but you're having fears, worry, anxiety. So this is something that you need to try and be aware of and move away from. Now, I know it's easier said than done when we are worried and anxious. Just try and distract yourself. Ground yourself in the present moment. To me, looking at my dogs, talking to my dogs, playing with them, it grounds me, because they do not project themselves in the future, they do not dwell on the past, they're just here, right now. To other people, it's doing some kind of physical exercise, to others it's meditation, whatever works for you. But when you feel that you're going down this alley of dark thoughts and worries and so on, negative thinking, try and distract yourself from it. Because in the near future, you're going to have a brand new beginning, and it's very, very positive. So aces are the seed, the origin of any suit, and the pentacles or coins, they represent the physical world. So home life, work life, financial assets, your job, your career, your studies if you don't have a job yet. And the Ace of Pentacles is a tangible, brand new beginning offer in the physical world. So it can be a small lump of money to help you move forward. It can be a job offer, an increase in pay, an offer to go on a course that you didn't think you could go on to. It could also talk about relocation. You know, getting the go-ahead to just relocate someone for a brand new beginning. Take what resonates with your situation, obviously. And the advice is to work at it. The Eight of Pentacles, to me, is the ultimate work hard, you know, because it is the number of advancement, number 8. And this is someone who's dedicating themselves to their craft. They're honing their skills. They're working hard and they're making progress. And as you can see, they're starting to get the recognition for their hard work. This is working diligently. This is dedication to whatever it is you're trying to achieve. And it really works hand in hand with this energy of the Magician that we have here. You know, work at it. Because in the environment, you have the 10 of Swords. Now, the 10 is the number of completion. It indicates the end of a cycle. Sorry, I'm trying to avoid the glare so you can see the card. So this is the end of a cycle. And it's interesting because you're in the 9 of Swords energy in your head, looking at all that anxiousness and worry. And in the environment, you've got that 10 of Swords. Now, the 10 of Swords is one step past being courageous. It's letting go. It's releasing, accepting things for what they are, the facts, the truths, and releasing. Now, swords cut, it can be a painful moment, but when it's done, and it's a brand new day. And this is going to happen, and I think you feel it subconsciously, which is why you are in the 9 of Swords energy in your conscious mind. And in your hopes and fears, you've got the Chariot. Now, this is a major arcana, so a big energy in your reading. The Chariot is ruled by number 7, I don't know if you can see, and that's the number of experience and self-evaluation. And there are layers to the cards, but the Charioteer has one goal in mind. He's experienced, he's gone through a lot of battles, so he's going to charge forward, not deviate, take on any obstacles or challenge that comes his way, and he's going to be successful. This is a triumph, a victory that comes, you know, with, you know, hard work, but you're not afraid of hard work and challenges because you've got the 9 of Wands in the near past. You've been through it already, and you're hoping that you're going to be victorious. And your outcome tells me that yes, you will be, because you've got the 3 of Swords. Now, the 3 is the number of growth, expansion, and creation. And when you pair it with the Sword suit, which is to do with the mental realm, this is a major breakthrough. It's a victory. It's moving from the 2 of Swords, which is uncertainty, not feeling ready to do something, and piercing through it. And it's air energy, and you can see what it's doing. It's piercing through this. I don't read it as a Rider-Waite-Smith type of, you know, it's emotional pain, because it's not. It's not the cup suit, it's the swords. The swords represent your thoughts. So this is a breakthrough, a victory. This is you overcoming the 9 of Swords energy that you were in, you know, that worriness. And this is you also overcoming this energy of the Queen of Swords that's trying to analyze everything on a fact base when you're trying to work out your feelings about something, a situation, a project, or somebody. So I see you breaking through all of this energy of, you know, hard mental energy, being in your head, and being able to work out, you know, your feelings about something, and being presented with this brand new beginning, which is going to allow you to put an end to this cycle with the 10 of Swords right there. And you're going to have to work at it, but you're not worried about that. You don't shy away from that because you've got the 9 of Wands in the past, and you have the Magician, which is pushing you to manifest whatever it is you need to manifest. So this is a very empowering reading where I see you really breaking through, breaking away from all of this, you know, funk energy that's clouding you at the moment, and getting out of your head and embracing a brand new beginning. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I wish you a beautiful week, and I hope to see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir. Hello to my Aquarians who chose deck number 2. You've chosen the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. Now please do remember, those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and forget the rest. Now what do we have for my Aquarians who chose the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot? Alright, we begin your reading with the Major Arcana, the Devil, in the center of your spread. It is crossed by the Six of Swords. Below you, the Nine of Wands. Above you, the Seven of Wands. Behind you, the Eight of Wands. That's a lot of wand energy you've got going on here. Let me see. Ahead of you, the Knight of Cups. The advice is the Six of Wands. Again, more wand energy. The environment is the Lovers, Major Arcana. Hopes and fears, the Ace of Swords. Final outcome, Death, Major Arcana as well. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy at work that you may not be aware of, you have the Page of Wands. Okay, so in the near past, you've got the Eight of Wands. Now, I did say you've got a lot of wand energy. This is fire energy. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's half of your spread, basically, which is all to do with wands. So let's talk about the wand suit. It represents what your heart and soul truly desire. This is what ignites you. It's fire energy. It's passionate. The 8 is the number of advancement. So the Eight of Wands talks about fast advancement into one direction, either communication, so text messages, email, phone calls, whatever. It could be you moving forward, you traveling, you relocating, you ascending to a better job. It could also be someone coming your way, but it's something that moved really fast. And the energy that you have around you at the moment is the Page of Wands. Please ignore my dogs. Someone's beeping and he doesn't like it. You have the Page of Wands. Now the pages represent news coming your way. They also represent a new direction, like a mini new beginning. They also represent a certain level of inexperience, so a desire to learn. And the Wands is passion. So this is an exciting bit of news that's coming your way. Or oh, I've just banged my hand. That hurt. Or it could be a new opportunity. It could be someone in your environment who's passionate, but you know, will just follow their urges. You know, they're not the King of Wands. They're kind of immature in that respect. So this is what you've got around you. There's a passionate new direction, news coming your way. And this has put you into devil mode. This is in the middle of your spread. Now the devil is a limiting energy, and this limiting energy can be internal or external. It can also represent simply temptation of any kind. Now the devil can be external, so it can be someone who's toxic. So it can be someone who doesn't have your best interest at heart, or it can represent a codependent or a relationship with a narcissist. And if it's internal, it can be obviously substance abuse, anything that you do to feel good immediately, you know, instant gratification, but it makes you feel guilty later on, such as overeating, like, you know, the whole tub of ice cream, yeah, that one, or shopping therapy. It can also be negative self-talk. But in this reading, looking at the cards around, what I am seeing is this is somebody who's tempting you, and you've heard from them. And this is that Page of Wands energy, wanting to respond to this passionate message. And this is putting you in this, so it can represent a repeating cycle that's not good for you. And the only reason why you're not moving forward towards this temptation, towards this, is because you've learned your lesson. The 6 is harmony after having overcome a challenge. The Swords is to do with the mental realm, so your thoughts, facts, truths, communication, also your perspective on life. And this card talks about having learned the lessons, having overcome that challenge and moving towards calmer water because you know better now. And this is why this devil is not going anywhere, because you're not giving in. Which is beautiful energy. I love seeing the devil being crossed by the 6 of Swords. It's beautiful. And in the subconscious mind, you have the 9 of Wands. The 9 is achievement. When you pair achievement and with drive, passion, it means that you've given 200% to something and you got hurt. You got this also called the Wounded Soldier card. You've collected some wounds and cuts and bruises, as you can see, and you're exhausted, and it's one more challenge. Because you won away from the 10 of Wands, which is completion, dropping your wands, dropping the burden. So for me, the subconscious mind is your higher self trying to talk to you. And your higher self is saying to you, this is one last challenge. This devil here, this is one last temptation for you, and you've got this. Do not give up. This is the ultimate do not give up. Push forward. You're going to be free of this. And in your conscious mind, you are actually in line with your subconscious, because you're fighting this. The 7 is the number of experience. 7 of Wands, it's persistence, resilience, is standing your ground, not giving in. You know, you've got the vantage point and you're pushing away this temptation for this reading, whatever this is, and you're just combating it. Now, if we're not talking about a relationship and a person who's coming back to tempt you, it can also be, you know, as I said, a negative cycle, so an addiction that you're fighting. And you are standing your ground. It's beautiful energy of empowered self-determination and, you know, no, I'm not going to do this again to myself, basically. In the near future, you have the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knights are action takers. They represent movement forwards, and the Cups represent the emotional realm. So this is your feelings, what makes you happy, your relationships, also intuition and creativity. So I see you moving forward towards what makes you happy, whether it's a relationship, a better job, a healthier lifestyle. I see you moving forward like this and moving away from this problem. Alternatively, it could be somebody, no genders attached, this is a general reading, somebody coming to you with a love offer, or it could be this person tempting you and coming in with an apology, saying, hey, please take me back, you know, I can be better, that kind of energy. And normally I would go to the advice first, but I'm going to go through the environment because it's right next to it. And in the environment, you have the Lovers. Now, the Lovers is your second major arcana for this read. And the Lovers talks about a major decision that you have to make in your life. And this is a decision that's going to have a huge impact on your life. This is not like, shall we get Chinese or pizza? Okay, this is a big, big decision. And really, this is you having to make that life decision. And very often it's a decision that comes from the heart, because you know in your heart what's going to make you happy, what's going to fulfill you. So it's very important, obviously, that you think this through very carefully. But I see no problem here, because, you know, you are fighting, you're standing your ground. You're not giving up to this devil, whatever this devil represents to you. And obviously in your hopes and fears, but it's hope here, you have the Ace of Swords, which I totally understand. The Ace of Swords, swords being the mental realm, is this moment of utter clarity that comes your way. I call it my epiphany card because it really is that light bulb aha moment saying, that's it. I know what to do. I know I'm right. This is the triumph of the mind. This is you going, yep, I really, really know what I'm going to do. And I'm going to move towards this or move away from this because I know this is what's going to be good for me. And you're hoping you're going to get there. And you will. You will. You have a lot of fire and determination in you. And the advice is to push through. You've got the Six of Wands. Now 6 is overcoming a challenge and getting harmony back into your life because you fought through it, you know. This is a victory card. This is triumph, even recognition. This is you pushing through all of the problems that you may have had and, you know, gaining success. So the advice from the cards, and obviously, please ignore my dog. I have 4 and one of them is very loud. And this is you, you know, just triumphing through this devil. Your final outcome is death. And it's the major arcana. Now death represents the end of something, and this is a permanent end. You know, there is no coming back. Once you have made this life decision with the Lovers, because you've gained your clarity, this will be the end of something with no coming back. But this is the end of something that's going to bring something even better. This is really the intervention of God, the universe, your angels, spirit, doing this so that you can either get back onto your life path that's going to help you fulfill your life purpose, or it's just going to help you grow so much on all levels, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So I always say to people that things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And most importantly, when we're dealing with major arcana, this is really a divine intervention. And this is going to be the end of something. I'm just going to clarify this for you before I let you go. So clarify the Death card, please. So we have the Three of Wands. Now you see again more wand energy. I mean, this is really overwhelming. You see the wands are everywhere. The 3 is growth, expansion, and the Three of Wands talks about, you know, having been at that crossroad, having looked at things, assessed, and made the decision of where you want to go, and seeing the beginning of growth. If you look at the wands, on this one here, you've got some shoots and here. So once this permanent end with the Death card occurs, once this occurs, you're going to experience the beginning of growth. You see, I see you turning your back. If you look at this card, and the devil is right under the Six of Swords, I see you turning your back to the devil and looking ahead to your future, having experienced this growth, this personal growth, and, you know, confidently staring at the future. You know, he's wearing red. Red is power. So this is really the end of something that's going to make you stronger, and really that's going to make things so much better for you in the future. I see the end of struggle is what I see really this reading. If I need to summarize it, it really is the end of a struggle for you. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I wish you a fantastic and powering next week, and I hope to see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir. Hello to my Aquarians who chose deck number 3. You've chosen the Tarot in Wonderland deck. Now please do bear in mind, those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and just drop the rest. And what do we have for my querents who chose the Tarot in Wonderland for the week? Okay, we start off your reading with the Three of Pentacles. It is crossed by the Ten of Pentacles. Below you, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. Above you, the Sun, beautiful card, Major Arcana. Behind you, the Five of Pentacles. That's a lot of Pentacles energy for you there. Ahead of you, the Ace of Pentacles. What was I saying? In the advice section, you've got a Major Arcana, the Chariot. The environment, you've got the Four of Cups. Hopes and fears, another Major Arcana, the Hangman. Final outcome, the Six of Cups. Nice. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy supporting you, but you may not be aware of, is the Three of Cups. That is a beautiful energy as well. Okay, so I'm going to start with the near past. Just give me a second, I need to, my mouth is dry. That's better. Okay, so you've got the Five of Pentacles. Now the Five represents change and challenges, as you can tell. She's not looking happy. And the Pentacles, which you have plenty of, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, half of your spread is Pentacles. They represent the physical world. So they represent home life, work life, jobs, careers, studies, financial assets. The Five of Pentacles talks about being challenged in the physical world. So you may have lost a job, or it may not be as drastic as that. It may be that you've been struggling financially, you know, struggling to make ends meet, you know, struggling to pay your bills, or there's a big bill that came your way you didn't expect and that put you into some kind of money challenge. Let's just put it this way. So it could be that, or you may, I'm sorry, this is just for some of you, but I will say it, you may have been evicted from your place for whatever reason. You know, your landlord raised your rent and you couldn't afford it. Whatever it is, you've been shaken and challenged in your physical world. And so this is you in the center of your spread right now, the Three of Pentacles. So the Three represents growth, expansion, creation. And the Three of Pentacles, just generally speaking, talks about working to grow something and seeing the beginning of the growth of whatever it is. So after this challenge here, you've fallen back on your feet. Basically, you've worked in order to reestablish a bit of harmony, trying to anyway, and you're starting to see a little bit of growth. But this is blocked by the Ten of Pentacles. And sorry, my dog will not be quiet today. The 10 is the end of a cycle. The 10 of Pentacles represents having worked hard and being able to provide for yourself and even your family. This is being abundant. This is financial stability, not having to worry about anything. And I believe this is blocking your view and enjoyment of the steps forwards that you're making, because you are gunning for the 10 of Pentacles. Understandably so, because if you've had some kind of monetary problem, whatever that was, yeah, I'd be the same. I'd feel uncertain, and I wouldn't want to have to go through this ever again in my life. And so yes, I'd go to work like you are, but I may not see what's already growing, because I'm focused on the bigger picture rather than looking at the mid, you know, like you have your big goal and then you've got mini goals. Well, this is what this is talking about. Because in your clear conscious focus, you have the Sun. Now this is the best card in the deck. It's a major arcana, which means a big energy. And the sun is beautiful. This is warmth. This is recovering, revitalizing. This is success, victory. It's a beautiful card, and this is what you want. You want to recover from this. You want to be victorious. You want happy days. You know, all of that. And this idea of permanency, because this is not the 10 of cups here, or the 10 of pentacles we're talking about. This is the sun, the best card. This is what you're shooting for. And in your subconscious mind, you have the 7 of pentacles. Now, the 7 is the number of experience and self-evaluation. Now, when you pair this with the pentacle suit, this is looking at all of the hard work, the sweat, the tears, the time invested, and thinking, okay, was it worth it? You can see he's looking at his painting of the roses, because he's got quite a few to go, and this is not going fast enough. And he's thinking, you know, is it really worth it, me continuing, or should I stop? Now, to me, the subconscious mind is your higher self talking to you. And there is an aspect in this card of patience. Apply yourself. And so your higher self is saying to you, okay, you're looking at this, you're thinking this is not moving fast enough. As I said, the 3 of coins, of pentacles, is blocked by the 10. It's very, very good to shoot for the best, you know, possible future, but acknowledge what you've already grown, and here you've got 7 pentacles, and be patient, you know, work diligently at it, and it will come. Because you see, the underlying energy is the 3 of cups. This is your second 3, which again represents growth, expansion. And when you pair it with the cups, this is emotions, what makes you happy, your relationships. And the 3 of cups, this talks about celebrating, socializing, being happy about what you've achieved. And this is in the air for you. You should be feeling happy. You should be celebrating. Instead of just working, which is what I'm getting, you know, desperately trying to get to the 10 of Pentacles and not acknowledging what you've achieved since this challenge that you faced. You know, it's that pat in the back that you need to give yourself because you deserve it. Now, I'm going to talk about your fears here because, well, you'll see why. This is why I'm going here. Your fears, you have a major arcana, and it's the Hangman. The Hangman represents a position, a period of limbo. It's stagnant, things aren't moving forward, can't seem to find a way out because you're trapped, you can't move forward. And there is this idea of self-sacrifice, and often this self-sacrifice is releasing something. So you're afraid that things are going to stay stuck forever, that you're going to be at the 3 of coins level forever, and you want the Sun, or at least the 10 of Pentacles. Well, you need to release this fear, because let me tell you something. These are just thoughts, and thoughts only have power when you focus on them and you feed them. So I would advise that when you have negative thoughts that come into your head, you distract yourself. Because telling you to start thinking positively is just stupid, right? Because we just can't do that. If we're in a negative spiral, it's just sometimes impossible to get out of it. So distract yourself. And the way I do it is by grounding myself in the present moment. Now, I do it with just looking at my dogs and playing with them, because they are the ultimate grounded creatures. They do not project in the future. They do not think about the past. They just see it. Yoga is very good, any kind of physical activities. Some of you may like meditation. I can't personally, it just doesn't work for me, but it could be that for you. A walk in nature, anything like that. Just redirect your thoughts to something else. You know, get moving, do something. Because this is just in your fear sector. It doesn't exist. You feel that things are stuck, but they're not. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I see in your near future a brand new beginning. And not any type of beginning, one in the physical world, which is your main concern right now. So aces are the origin of any suit. And the I love this, it makes me smile every time I look at the cake and the coin. And the Ace of Pentacles is a tangible, brand new beginning in the physical world. So it can represent anything from a lump of money to help you out financially, from a job offer, a raise in the job you're already doing because you're starting to get people are admiring your work. If you see in the Three of Coins here, I'm not sure you can see it, let me grab it for a sec. If you look at here, she's working hard and he's admiring her work. So it may well be that your boss, your manager, recognizes that and you get a raise, a promotion, whatever this is, you know, advancement of some kind. You may be getting a brand new home if you have been evicted or you've lost your home for whatever reason. You may be getting a brand new home. So this is a really, really tangible, positive new beginning in your future. So please do drop the fear that things are stagnating, because they're not. Things are moving. And I know why you're feeling this way in the because in the environment you've got the Four of Cups. Now the Fours is stability, strong foundation, but when you mix it with water energy such as the cups, well, it can be a bit stale, because water, when it's stagnant, becomes stale. So the Four of Cups represents emotional stability, but it also represents having kind of lost your thirst for life. You know, it's all work, 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 and you don't see much improvement because you're just looking at those, but behind you there's another cup that's coming. And it is there, you just need to turn around to see it. And when you do turn around, you will see this Ace of Coins brand new beginning. And in your advice sector, you've got another major arcana, which is the Chariot, ruled by number 7, experience, self-evaluation. This Chariot says that you need to not deviate. The charioteer has one goal in mind and he goes for it and he tackles any challenges and obstacles that comes his way, and he gets to his goal victorious, successful. So it's having the faith that you've got what it takes. Yes, you will have some challenges, but you've got what it takes to see through it, and that you will be victorious. This is sheer determination, really, which is what the advice is from the cards. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that, and you know when I mentioned the Three of Cups energy, which is supporting you, which is happiness, celebration, this can be linked to this brand new beginning, you know, telling you that very soon you're going to have cause to celebrate. Also, the other message I'm getting for some of you is that this brand new beginning may occur through networking, because it is socializing, but it can also be networking. So you may get a brand new offer through networking. Take what resonates. That's just for some of you. I just thought I'd put it out there. And your final outcome is the Six of Cups. Now this is a beautiful, peaceful energy, because the 6 is harmony after having overcome some kind of change and challenges. And as I mentioned, the Cups is anything to do with what makes you happy. So the Six of Cups to me is a card of sheer happiness, harmonious relationships, not feeling like in the Four of Cups, having lost the first for life, generally speaking. This is really a beautiful card of just, you know, harmony, happiness. Sometimes it represents long-term relationships, and so this could be an offer of support or from someone you've known from a very long time as well. But I see this as a final outcome, as you reaching this place of happy medium and being happy with your life once you see this brand new opportunity that's coming your way. That's what I see for you. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I wish you a beautiful, transformative week, and I hope to see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.